Hello everyone, welcome to the video lectures on fluid mechanics. In this video, we'll be deriving the expression for Huygens-Poiseuille equation. Right? Huygens-Poiseuille equation is given by HF is equals to 128 mu UL divided by pi d raised to 4 into rho g. Right? To derive this one, Huygens-Poiseuille equation or laminar flow through circular pipe. Right? In this derivation is divided into 4 sections. In first section, we'll be deriving the shear stress distribution. In second set, we'll be deriving the expression for velocity distribution. In third set, we'll be deriving the expression for the average velocity. In third set, we'll be deriving the expression for average velocity and the ratios of maximum velocity to average velocity. Then in fourth section, we'll be deriving the expression for pressure drop for a given length of pipe, that is HF. These four sections, we have divided the derivation into 4 sections here. Right? Now, first what we have done, we have considered a horizontal pipe of radius capital R. The fluid is flowing from left to right here. Now what we have done, we have considered the fluid element of radius R. This is the fluid element, this ABCD what I have written, the fluid element of radius small letter r is sliding in the cylindrical fluid element of radius r plus dr. Right. Now the length of the fluid element from here to here is delta x. Right. Now if P is the pressure intensity on face AB, if P is the pressure intensity on face AB, right, and then the intensity of pressure on face CD will be P plus dou P by dou x into dx here, right, P plus dou P by dou x into dx here, right. Now let us write the pressure force on face AB. Force on face AB will be P is the pressure on face AB into area will be pi r square or pi d square by 4. Right? This is the pressure force on face AB. Similarly, pressure force on face CD that is this side will be P plus dou P by dou x into dx whole into, this is the pressure force, pressure into area will be pi r square. This is on face CD here. This is on face CD here. These are the two forces which is acting on the fluid element, and one more force is the shear force. Third, this is the first force, second force, third force will be shear. Shear force is nothing but tau into area 2 pi r into dx, right. Now tau is the shear stress, and area will be the circumferential area here. This is the circumferential area what I need to consider. That means circumference is 2 pi r into dx, right, 2 pi r into x here. This is not r, this is x. 2 pi r into x here. This is the shear force which is acting on the surface of fluid element. Right. Now, as there is no acceleration, hence the summation of all forces in the direction of flow should be equal. Right. Now, summation of all force, when I say the summation of all force here, I can write in one direction, that is in x direction. That is, first force is the force which is acting on face AB, that is P into pi r square, and another force is acting in this direction here. This is the one force, that is force AB, that is P into pi r square. Another direction, another force is acting on the opposite of that one. So I will be writing it as negative minus P plus dou P by dou x into into dx whole into pi r square. Right? And one more force is the shear force. Shear force is what? Tau into 2 pi r into delta x. Right? Tau into 2 pi r into delta x, or else I can write it as dx here. I'll better to write it as dx itself. That is tau into 2 pi r into dx, which is equal to 0. This is the total force here. That is the summation of all forces in the direction of flow should be equals to 0, because there is no acceleration here. Right. Now, after this we need to solve this one. That means p into pi r square minus p into pi r square minus dou p by dou x into pi r square into dx minus tau into 2 pi r into dx equals 0. These two will get cancels off. Remaining will be minus of dou p by dou x into pi r square into dx. I'll take this whole term in the opposite direction. So, this becomes tau into 2 pi r into dx. Right. Now, here dx and r, that is pi dx and r, pi r and dx will get cancels off. Remaining will be only minus of dou p by dou x into r is equals to tau into 2, or else I can write this one as tau is equals to minus of dou p by dou x into r by 2. This is the shear stress distribution. This is the shear stress distribution here. Right. Now, shear stress distribution, that means shear stress will be maximum at the wall. Shear stress will be maximum at the wall and shear stress will be minimum at the center of pipe here. That is, the shear stress will be minimum at center of pipe and maximum at the pipe wall. This is what it says, that is minus of dou p by dou x into r by 2 here. This is how the shear stress distribution will be there. Now, the shear stress tau across the section varies with r as dou p by dou x across a section is constant. Hence, the shear stress distribution across the section will be linear here. Hence, the shear stress distribution across the section will be linear here. Now, after this, finding out the shear stress distribution, call this as equation number 1. Now, we shall go with the velocity distribution. Next part will be the velocity distribution. To find out the velocity distribution, what we have done here is we have considered the equation 1. Equation 1 is what? Tau is equals to minus of dou p by dou x into r by 2. From Newton laws, we have done this derivation in the previous sections there, right? From Newton law, what Newton law says, tau is equals to mu into du by dy, right? What is du here? Du is the velocity, right? Du is the velocity and dy is the distance measured from the surface area, right? Distance measured from the wall surface, or we can say distance measured from the wall surface here. Now, y is what? Y is the distance measured from wall surface, right? But here whatever we have taken, that is r or dr, is from the center of the section. So, I can write y is equals to capital R minus a small r here, right? Sorry, y is equals to capital R minus small r, right? But we need only dy. Dy will be what? Dy means from the wall surface here. When I take this one from here, the dy should be taken. This is the dy direction here. But whatever we are measuring is we are measuring from the center of the surface. This is r part here. This is r here. So this is both are in the opposite direction. So I can write dy is equals to minus dr. Dy is equals to minus dr here, right? Now when I substitute the value of dy is equals to minus dr in the above equation, right, what I will get? Tau is equals to mu into du by minus of dr, du by minus of dr, or else I can write minus of mu into du by dy. Now substitute this in equation 1. What we will get when we substitute this in equation 1? That is minus of mu into du by dy is equals to minus of dou p by dou x into r by 2, right? Now what is du by dy? This becomes 1 divided by 2 mu into dou p by dou x into r. What I have done? I have taken mu in the denominator of the other side and 2 below into mu, right? This is what I have taken here. Now to find out the value of u, what we are supposed to do? We need to integrate this equation here, right? Integrating with respect to r, right? When we do the integration of this, that means dou u integration is equals to dou y integration, right? Sorry, this will be dou u by dou r here, du by dr. This will be du by dr. So this becomes integration of du is equals to integration of 1 divided by 2 mu into dou p by dou x into r into dr here. Now when I integrate this one, what we will get? U is equals to 1 divided by 2 mu into dou p by dou x into integration of r will be r square by 2 plus the constant c, right? That means u is equals to 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into r square plus c, right? We got the value of u here. This represents the velocity distribution is parabolic here. This represents the velocity distribution is parabolic here, but we need to find out the value of c. We need to find out the value of c here. C is what? It is the constant of integration. Constant of integration. Now we need to find out the value of c, right? Now to find out the value of c, see here what we have taken to find out the value of c. First, at the velocity as the boundary, the velocity u r is equals to capital R. When we are taking at this point, that is small r is equals to capital R, u will becomes 0, right? U will becomes 0. That means to find out the velocity at the boundary, the velocity u r is equals to capital R and u will be what? Becomes 0 here. See, in this we can say when r is equals to from here to here, this is the total length r, capital R. When the small letter r is equals to capital R, u will becomes 0 here, right? So I can write this as, I'll substitute these values, that is u is equals to 0 in the equation 2, call this is equation number 2. In equation 2, u is equals to 0, 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into capital R square. The small r will be capital R plus c. So the value of c will be what? Minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into R square, right? This is the value of c. Now we need to substitute the value of c in equation 2. It is substitute value of c in equation 2. When we substitute the value of c, c is what? Minus of 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into R square. So equation 2 is what? Equation 2 is u is equals to 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into R square plus c, right? I will substitute u is equals to 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into R square plus the constant c is what? Plus minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into R square here, right? After this, what we are supposed to do here is take out the common terms whatever we have, that is u is equals to, here we have u is equals to 1 divided by, I will take out negative also outside, minus of 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x is the common term. 1 divided by 4 mu, 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x is the common term. I have taken minus sign also outside because capital R is larger than the small r. R square minus small r square here, right? This is the velocity distribution of a flow, right? This is the velocity distribution. This equation represents the flow is parabolic. This equation represents the flow or the velocity distribution is parabolic here, right? That means the above equation gives the velocity distribution across the pipe, which is a parabolic here. After doing this, we have done the section 1, right? We have done section 1, that is shear stress distribution. Section 2, that is velocity distribution. Next section, what I told, it is third section, it is to find out the average velocity. To find out average velocity, I will make one more derivation, that is ratio of maximum velocity to average velocity here. I will make this derivation here itself. So the velocity is maximum. When we say the velocity is maximum, or where the velocity is maximum, velocity is max at r is equals to 0 in equation 1, right? See here, where the velocity is maximum, only in the center point. That means when r is equals to, small letter r is equals to 0, the velocity will be maximum here, right? Now we got the velocity distribution as u. Yeah, this is equation 3, not 1. This is equation number 3 here. That is u is equals to minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into r square, capital R square minus small r square here, right? So we will be substituting the value of small r is equals to 0 in this equation. I will get u max. U max is equals to minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into r square, only capital R square. Call this as equation number 4. Call this as equation number 4, right? Now the average velocity, I will write it as u bar. From now onwards, the average velocity will be u bar, is obtained by dividing the discharge of the fluid across the section of the pipe. Here in this section, that is the area of the pipe will be pi r square. Total area of the pipe will be pi r square. That means the average velocity u bar is obtained by dividing the discharge of fluid across this section of pipe having the area pi r square. That means the discharge q across the section is obtained by considering the flow through a circular ring of element small r, and the thickness will be dr here, and the thickness will be dr here. Now the fluid flow per section now the fluid flow per section here, the fluid flow per section I will take. Fluid flow per section or per second in this elemental ring. In this section, that is the elemental ring, I will take discharge as dq. Here will be the velocity at a radius r into area of ring, area of the ring element here, right. When I take this one, that is dq is equals to velocity at this section of the elemental ring. The velocity will be we have considered it as u itself, right. Velocity is u into area of that ring. Here will be 2 pi r into dr, right. Is the area of this elemental ring here. Area of the elemental ring will be 2 pi r into dr into the velocity u. Now what is velocity u? U is nothing but we have found out this u here, that is u is what? Minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into r square minus small r square here. So I will substitute the value of u here, that is 1 divided by 4 mu minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into capital R square minus small r square into, this is u, into 2 pi r into dr here, right, 2 pi r into dr. Now I will multiply this r inside the bracket. When I multiply that, when I do that thing, 1 divided by 4 mu, 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into 2 pi, I will take here 2 pi into r square minus r square into r minus r cube into dr, right. This is what? This is dq here. Now we need to find out the value of q or the discharge here. To find out the value of discharge, I need to integrate this with respect to 0 to r. That is, we need to do the integration from center to the wall surface here. That is the distance 0 to r here. When I do that integration symbol will come here, that is 0 to capital R, because in this term we don't have any r value. So I can directly take this here, or else I can substitute here 0 to r, integration of 0 to r here. This is integration of 0 to r, right. When I do that one, this becomes q. Q is equals to minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into 2 pi. Here the integration of r, that is small r, will be what? It will be only capital R square, which is there already, r square by 2 minus integration of r cube will be r raised to 4 divided by 4. The value will be 0 to capital R. So will be from 0 to capital R here. Now we will apply the limits, that is 0 to capital R minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into 2 pi, this capital R square into r square by 2 minus of r raised to 4 by 4, and this term becomes 0 here because the lower limit is 0 and the upper limit is r. It is upper limit minus lower limit becomes 0 only here. So I no need to write it once again, and this becomes minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into 2 pi into r raised to 4 divided by 2 minus of r raised to 4 divided by 4 here, right. Now when I subtract r raised to 4 divided by 2 minus r raised to 4 divided by 4, I will be getting r raised to 4 divided by 4 itself, right. That is 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into 2 pi into r raised to 4 divided by 4 here, right. Now after this 4, 2 divided by 4 into 4, right. This term I can write it as q is equals to, I will write pi in the front, pi divided by 8 mu, that is 2 divided by 4 becomes 2 into 4 will be 8 mu dou p by minus of dou p by dou x into r raised to 4. This is the discharge here, right. Discharge q is equals to pi divided by 8 mu dou p by dou x into r raised to 4, right. Now therefore the average velocity will be what? The average velocity u bar will be what? Now u bar will be discharge q divided by area, right. Discharge q we got pi divided by 8 mu here, discharge pi divided by 8 mu minus dou p by dou x into r raised to 4 minus of dou p by dou x into capital R raised to 4 whole divided by area will be the section, that is pi d square by 4 r pi r raised to pi r square, pi d square by 4 r pi r square here. Now this pi and pi get cancels, r square and this becomes 2 here. So u bar will be what? U bar will be 1 divided by 8 mu minus of dou p by dou x into r square. Call this as equation number 5. Call this as equation number 5 here. Now we got the average velocity here. Now to find out the ratio of average velocity, the maximum velocity u max divided by u bar, ratio of average maximum velocity to average velocity here, right. What is the maximum velocity? 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into r square, that is minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into r square. This is what we have, that is minus 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into r square, and the u bar will be 1 divided by 8 mu minus of dou p by dou x into r square here. So all the term dou p by dou x, r square, mu get cancels here. 1 by 4 into 1 by 8, this becomes u max divided by u bar here, or u average is equals to 2, right. This is one of the important derivation here. They might ask directly find out the ratio of average maximum velocity to average velocity, or else they might ask in other way, that is average velocity to maximum velocity here. Average velocity to maximum velocity will be 1 divided by 2, right. This is what we have, that is ratio of average velocity to maximum velocity is 2. They might ask directly that one. This is the third section here. Now we shall go with the fourth section. That is, fourth section is what? It is a pressure drop for a given length of pipe. Pressure drop for a given length of pipe. Now to derive this one, what we need to do here is we need to consider a pipe section. This is the pipe what we have considered here. Now this is section 1, this is a section 2 here, right. Now this is the entrance point, this is the exit point here, right. Now let us take this as distance x1 and this section, this length as L, and this total distance as x2. What we have done, this first section we have taken it as x1, second section as x2 from the entrance, and difference between that length is called as L, right. Now from equation number 5, that is this equation, average velocity, we have got u bar is equals to 1 divided by 8 mu minus of dou p by dou x into r square, right. Now I will write in terms of minus of dou p by dou x. Minus of dou p by dou x will be 8 mu u bar divided by r square, right. U bar into 8 mu divided by r square will be minus of dou p by dou x, or else I can write minus of dou p is equals to 8 mu u bar divided by r square into dou x here, right. We shall integrate this equation, integrate with respect to x here. So what we will get, integration of this minus of dou p, that is from 1 to 2 is equals to integration of here 2 to 1 into 8 mu u bar divided by r square into dou x here, right. Now what is integration of p 2 to 1 will be p2 minus p1, right, into p1 upper limit minus lower limit, p1 minus p2 here, right, is equals to this integration of dx, this complete term 8 mu u bar divided by r square will be constant. This becomes x1 minus x2, that is lower limit minus upper limit minus lower limit here, right. Now after this, what I can write here is minus of this term, that is minus of p1 minus p2. I will take out negative sign in the opposite direction, that becomes p1 minus p2 is equals to 8 mu u bar divided by r square, minus sign I will multiply here, this becomes x2 minus x1. This becomes x2 minus x1. What is x2 minus x1? Is nothing but x2 minus x1 is nothing but capital letter L here, right. Now p1 minus p2 will be 8 mu u bar divided by r square into L, right. Now what is HF? We need to, in this equation we need to find out the eigen-Poiseuille ratio equation as HF, right. HF is what? It is nothing but the head loss due to friction in pipe. So HF is what? HF is equals to P1 minus P2 by rho G. This is what head loss due to friction is, P1 minus P2 by rho G, or P1 minus P2 is equals to HF into rho G, right, or rho G HF is equals to P1 minus P2. Now when I substitute this value, that is P1 minus P2, I got it as 8 mu u bar divided by r square into L here. When I substitute that value, that is HF is equals to P1 minus P2 by rho G, which is equals to 8 mu u bar divided by r square. It is nothing but P1 minus P2 into L, right, divided into 1 divided by, or else I can write directly L divided by rho G here, right. Now what is R? Sorry, this is not R2, it is R square. What is R here? R is nothing but the diameter by 2. I can write this one as HF is equals to 8 mu u bar L divided by d square by 2 square, or else d by 2 whole square. I can write this one as d by 2 whole square into rho g. D by 2 whole square, that is 2 square will be 4. 4 into 8 is 32. Right? HF is equals to 32 mu u bar L divided by rho g into d. This is the Huygens-Poiseuille equation. If I write this, call this as equation number 6 here. Now this equation is called Huygens-Poiseuille equation. Right. Now what is discharge? This equation I will write. Equation 6 is called Huygens-Poiseuille formula. Right. Now what is discharge? Discharge Q is equals to area, cross sectional area into velocity, or the mean velocity, that is average velocity u bar here. Area into velocity here, that is discharge Q area will be pi d square by 4 into u bar here. Right. Now what is u bar? U bar will be Q, that is 4Q divided by pi d square. 4Q divided by pi d square. Now substitute this value in equation number 6, that is u bar is 4Q divided by pi d square. So substitute u bar in equation 6. Now what we will get? HF is equals to 32 mu u bar is 4Q divided by pi d square into L whole divided by rho g into d. Right. Now after this d and square will get cancels off, and 4 into 32 is 128. Right. 128 mu Q L divided by rho g into d. 128, that is nothing but HF. 128 mu Q L divided by, this is rho g d square here. This d square, this won't get cancels off. This will multiply here, that is square, d square into d square will be d raised to 4, that is 128 mu Q L divided by rho g d raised to 5 and pi rho g d raised to 4 here. Call this as equation number 7. This is also called as equation 7 is also called as Huygens-Poiseuille formula. Right. This is how we derive the expression for the head loss due to friction in flow through pipes, or Huygens-Poiseuille equation here. Huygens-Poiseuille equation, you can write either of these, that is 32 mu u bar L divided by rho g d square, or HF is equals to 128 mu Q L divided by pi into rho g d raised to 4. In the examination, if they ask derive the expression for Huygens-Poiseuille equation for a flow through pipe or a circular pipe here, when they ask that one, depending upon the marks you need to write here. If they ask for 10 to 12 marks, right, then you need to derive the shear stress distribution, that is shear stress tau is equal to dou p by dou x minus dou p by dou x into r square by 2. Then you need to derive the expression for the velocity distribution and find out the value of c here. Then find out the actual velocity distribution here. Right. After this, find out the velocity distribution here, that is u is equals to minus of 1 divided by 4 mu dou p by dou x into capital R square minus small r square. After finding this velocity distribution and and the shear stress distribution, then you need to find out the value of u bar. You need to find out the value of u bar. To find out this value of u bar, you need to take this u max, taking this equation, that is u max, that small r will be 0. Taking this equation, then derive with respect to the discharge, find out the value of discharge, and the velocity will be, the average velocity will be 1 divided by 8 mu minus of dou p by dou x into r square. You need to find out this equation. After finding this equation, directly jump on to the pressure drop for a given length of pipe. In this, take out the average velocity, this equation, that is equation number 5, take this equation and you need to find out, write in terms of minus of dou p by dou x, that is 8 mu u bar divided by r, and you need to integrate with respect to section 1 and 2, right. That is section 1 and 2, lower limit and upper limit. Lower limit is 2 here, upper limit is 1 here, right. That is P1 minus P2, you will get in terms of minus, take the minus in the other side and find out in terms of x2 minus x1, which is nothing but L. That is P1 minus P2 will be 8 mu u bar divided by r square into L. After finding this, now you need to go for HF value. HF is what? Head loss due to friction, that is P1 minus P2 divided by rho g, and you need to find out the HF. Right. After finding HF, this HF is nothing but the Huygens-Poiseuille formula here, that is 32 mu u bar L divided by rho g into d square. This is the Huygens-Poiseuille equation. If you want to write in terms of discharge, it will be 128 mu q L divided by pi into rho g d raised to 4. This is also the Huygens-Poiseuille formula for a circular pipe, right. Thank you.